LCR, if you listen closely, you can hear my annoying dog barking up there. This is intern John, and we're here with Emery and Owen and Johnny. And we're going to teach you a song. The song is Peace Like a River. And then we're going to show you a small science experiment as we talk about today's gospel lesson, which is from John 11. And Jesus does what? What does Jesus do?
He raises his friend John 11 from the dead.
He raises his friend Lazarus from the dead, right? And that's in the Gospel of John, chapter 11, which teaches us that God can do amazing things. God can even bring the dead to life. But first, we're going to teach you a song that reminds us of God's peace, of God's love, and of God's joy. And when we sing those words, our friends will hold those words up for us. And here are the movements for the song. Let's do them together. Peace like a river in my soul. Every time we do soul, we'll cross our hands over our chest. And then love, we'll take our hands and put them over our heart. Love, like an ocean, we'll like show the whole ocean, yep, in my soul. And then joy, we'll put our hands up here kind of smiling, and we'll joy like a fountain. Joy like a fountain in my soul. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. So the first one is peace, Henry. Are you ready? Ready to pick it up? And you guys do the movements. You ready? I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul.
In my soul.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. In my soul. Good, now we're going to do love. I've got love like the ocean, I've got love like the ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul, in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. Good. And now we got some joy. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul, in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul, in my soul. All right, now we're going to do peace, joy, peace, love, joy, and you got to raise them up at the right time. You ready? You ready? Go first. Ready? I've got peace, love, joy. I've got peace, love, joy. I've got peace, love, joy in my soul, in my soul. I've got peace, love, joy. I've got peace, love, joy. I've got peace, love, joy in my soul. Good, parents, I'll sing those words along with you too, and you can teach this song to your children. But now, we're going to put those papers under our plate, like that, and we're going to have Mom zoom in on the plate. So, in this week's lesson, in John 11, we read about how Jesus finds out that his friend Lazarus is dead. And the one thing that we know about God is that God has created all things. That means that God can bring things that are dead back to life. But God has also created science. So let's work on a little science experiment, okay? First, we're going to use a little bit of milk. All right, a little bit of milk right here. Hey-ho, that's a lot of milk. And a little bit of milk for you. Now, milk on its own looks like this color, white, and it's probably very delicious. I know Henry probably wants to drink it, but he can't, not yet. All right? And so what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the milk, and we're going to add something to the milk. And what do you think we're going to add to the milk, Johnny?
Food coloring.
Food coloring, that's right. And what do you think, raise your hand, what do you think is going to happen when we add food coloring to the milk? Owen, what do you think is going to happen?
It's gonna put them on each four sides, but first it does nothing. It's still white around, but and then the four things, and then the four food colorings are still red. But when you mix it, it gets all the different colors.
That's right. Henry, what were you going to say, buddy?
I said it already.
You already said it right? Well, what if we got a little bit crazy? What if we added some dish soap to the milk?
Oh, dish soap. Oh, I remember we did this.
What if we added some dish soap to the milk? How about we do that?
What's that?
All right. All right, and now let's add some food coloring. You guys each add a couple drops of each, okay? So after you do yellow, just pass the yellow on to your brother, okay? Go ahead, Henry. 1 drop of yellow and then give it to Owen. Perfect, give it to Owen. All right, and then you can do blue. Don't do them together though, spread them out. Do that one over there. Okay, good. Yep. Very good, all right. And then do that one maybe right there. Right there. Right there, that's a good spot. Yeah, that's a really good spot actually. All right, ooh, that's okay. Very good. Owen, here we go. All right, and then green. Take a green and put it right there. All right, and then give it to your brother, okay? Looking good, guys, looking good. Let's get everybody a Q-tip, but don't put the Q-tip in yet, okay? All right. Okay, looking pretty good.
I didn't do green.
All right. Oh, you didn't do green? It's right there by Owen.
Daddy, look what
All right.
happened to blue.
That's okay. All right, now what we're going to do
It's
is I'm going to let you mix those up. And I want you to remember, though, Jesus did some amazing things as his ministry grew, right? He not only resurrected people from the dead, but we learned a few weeks ago that Jesus healed somebody who was blind, right? Jesus could do miraculous things, including what you're about to see right now. Because of the fat molecules in milk, the swirling happens with the soap and the food coloring. And if you want to know what fat molecules are, people, ask your parents to Google that. All right, so right now let's do some art. Let's see if we can create some. Let's see what happens. What happens when you mix the milk with the soap? What happens?
It makes different colors.
It's swirling around too. You see the soap? Look at that. Whoa. You want to try and make a shape? Holy cow. Whoa. John's got like a box thing going. Look at that.
Mine just got filled up.
And if you were to add some soap to it again, it would create even more real swirls.
Mine
So
looks weird.
yours looks great, buddy. Well, now it's looking like some delicious soup. So who wants to drink that?
Me.
Well, there's soap in there, so we're not going to. But LCR, I encourage you to try this at home. There's a few different ways you can do this, and I encourage you to talk to your wonderful children about why this happens. As you can tell, intern John's not much of a scientist, but we do have a lot of fun here in the Anderson household, and we encourage you to create this deliciousness on your own time, but also to talk to your kids about this week's gospel lesson, which reminds us that nothing is impossible for God, and that God is with them always. And so we love you and we are praying for you, and we will get better at our science experiments. Hopefully you can sing with us. Can we say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Can we say thanks, Mom, for videotaping?
Thank you, Mommy, for video.
All right, say bye-bye.